Welcome to War India News Hour. Today, let's discuss on big data and cybersecurity, bringing new challenges for work from home. 1.3 billion people in India have stayed at home to save themselves and the country from the coronavirus pandemic. Now, the question arises, how to prepare yourself for the post-COVID-19 era? Current trends, including the digitization of enterprise as well as new threat methodologies, are increasing enterprise attack surface exponentially. The worldwide spending on information security and risk management system is expected to reach $131 billion in 2020 and is expected to touch $174 billion in 2022, and approximately $50 billion will be dedicated to protecting the endpoint. There are both opportunities and risks for most businesses. If you are in the cybersecurity field, you are likely to be familiar with big data, which is a term used to describe a very large data set that is mined and analyzed to find patterns and behavioral trends. From a cybersecurity standpoint, big data has shown new possibilities in terms of analytics and security solutions to protect data and prevent future cyber attacks. But just as big data has opened up new possibilities for cybersecurity teams, it has also given cyber criminals the opportunity to access mass quantities of sensitive and personal information by using advanced technologies. There are challenges for businesses running with big data, like protecting sensitive and personal information, data rights and ownership, not having the talent, that is the data scientists, to analyze the data. So, how to increase the big data security? When cyber criminals target big data sets, the reward is often well worth the effort needed to penetrate security layers, which is why big data presents such a great opportunity not only for businesses but for cyber criminals. They have a lot more to gain when they go after such a large data set. Consequently, companies have a lot more to lose and face cyber attacks without proper security measures in place. The role of digital connectivity in our lives has grown over recent years, but never have we been so acutely aware of how critically we depend on it. COVID-19 has brought opportunities for the organizations that are into technology, connectivity, and security. We have seen that there is great spike and increased demand for internet connectivity. The demand for data and connectivity is putting greater demand on traditional network architecture. According to a report, Google has blocked 18 million daily malware and phishing emails related to COVID-19 over the past week. The search giant also says it has encountered over 240 million daily spam messages related to the novel coronavirus. On a typical day, Google blocks over 100 million phishing messages daily. According to Google, the cybercriminals use both fear and financial incentives to create urgency to promote users to respond, and the Human Firewall Anti-Phishing Lab has seen a rise of over 700%, that is 7x increase in phishing attacks in April 2020. Talking about malwares, in March, cybercriminals distributed phishing emails appearing to be originated from organizations offering COVID-19 testing. Users were prompted to open an attached document which would then download the information, stealing TrickBot malware. April also witnessed cybercriminals using phishing emails to promote a fake website featuring global coronavirus infection map, appearing to provide data from Johns Hopkins CSSE. Unfortunately, those emails were used to infect inquisitive users with a strain of information stealing assault malware. Mid-April also saw cybercriminals used COVID-19 themed emails from a bogus insurance company to infect users' systems with fake invoice attachments carrying the Handsitter malware. April also saw the emergence of phishing email campaigns using subject lines such as COVID-19 urgent precaution measures to distribute the NanoCode remote access tool, that is RAT, for exfiltration of valuable information. In a recent report, phishing scams and malicious COVID-19 links have grown from 15 in January 2020 to 54,772 in March. If you ever received an email around PPEs, masks, hand sanitizers, etc., think twice before clicking on the link. There is an increasing number of cases where employees received such mails, which once clicked on provide an inroad to hackers with malicious intent. The whole world is now adapting to the new normal amid the pandemic. Time has also come for organizations to navigate towards growth by mitigating business and operational challenges. During this pandemic, several industries have realized the drawbacks of being excessively dependent on manufacturing in a single country and are looking to expand the geographic spread of their facilities. India is fast emerging as world's manufacturing hub. It is certainly a tough time for all of us, and we don't see normal situation before the vaccine is developed, which is expected by end of 2020. Unfortunately, we will miss our unparalleled networking conventions or your tech forums for few more months. Physical distancing is the only answer to win war against COVID-19. Let's understand more from an expert. Our guest for today's news hour is Mr. Sudhindra Holla, Director, India and SAARC Axis Communications. Welcome, Mr. Sudhindra, to the War India News Hour. To start with, how digital transformation is getting faster as compared to earlier when it used to take a lot of time?
Hi, I'm Sudhindra Holla from Axis Communications. One of the things that's commonly being asked now in the current situation is how the digital transformation is taking place. Is it happening at a much faster rate, or is it at a slower rate as compared to what it was in the past? So my take on this is I'm seeing a boom in terms of the digital transformation, how various organizations are using various collaborative tools to stay in touch with their partners, customers, and ecosystem. We're seeing a big take in terms of using WebEx, Teams for internal as well as external communication, using VPN as a technology, work from home as a technology. We've seen a big boom. So overall, I personally feel that the digital transformation that's happened in the last 3 months has happened at a phenomenal pace, and I also see a trend where this is going to continue in terms of a lot of collaborative tools and work from home based technologies taking big adoption with a lot of organizations.
Thank you, Sudhindra. I would also like to know what products or services would make life more efficient once the pandemic is tamed.
So I personally feel home productivity equipment, products on personal care, bandwidth, internet, telecom services, and pharmaceutical would really boom.
Awesome reply. My last question would be, what are the best practices your team has deployed to monitor the employee productivity?
We being a sales organization, we work on a lot of trust with our employees. We don't use too many tools to monitor their day-to-day activities. We are using technologies in the back end to communicate to our employees over various mechanisms for team collaboration, a lot of sharing of projects, customer case studies. We're also using WebEx as a means to connect to our partners, do a lot of webinars and educate our entire ecosystem, our distributors, partners, customers, and even ecosystem partners. We use Salesforce. We being a sales organization, a lot is done on Salesforce, which basically gives us an idea of what our employees are up to, our sales team are up to. So we work on trust-based environment, and we do have our structured weekly reviews wherein we check what our employees are up to and what progress they have made.
Thank you, Sudhindra, for your valuable inputs. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My takeaway is you must secure your home networks. Even if you have a separate work laptop provided by your office while working from home, you would be using your home Wi-Fi, and your organization's IT team has no control over it whatsoever. In case the IT team of your organization fails to install a VPN client, you can always secure the Wi-Fi network or individual devices as you prefer by subscribing for a paid VPN service. Reason? Free VPNs are not safe and usually compromise security, and VPNs are accessed through unmanaged devices. When we did a deep dive, we came to know that 60% of enterprises will phase out most of their remote access virtual private networks, that is your VPNs, in favor of zero trust by 2023. Our entire business will be at risk if any one of us gets exposed. So, stay home and stay safe. Don't forget to like, share your posts and valuable comments, and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. Have a very nice day ahead.